there whichever like it's hot. How are you today? I hope you're doing fantastic. Okay, oh my gosh, we are in the middle of September already. Fall is almost here. We have like 1 week left, maybe less. Yeah, I guess less. 5 days? No, 4 days, 3 days, I don't know. Something left of summertime, and then it is officially fall. But I'm helping you guys with some meals today, and you know what? I've had a lot of requests in regards with some recipes for the pressure cooker. So you might have heard of an Instapot, or Pampered Chef has a multi-cooker, which I really love and adore because it has a lot more features than the Instapot. But this is a pressure cooker. I love it because not only is it a pressure cooker, it is also a slow cooker too. So you can get your meal done, but then set it for slow cooking as well. So you can get your meal done and just let it slow cook all day long too. So I really enjoy one pot meals as well. And the multi-cooker is perfect for that. So I wanted to demo one of my favorite fall recipes. So this is a recipe that I share at almost every fall cooking show I have, is multi-cooker steak chili, or pressure cooker steak chili. And it is absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to share this recipe with you. And you guys can get some amazing tips from this as well. Check out my stories because I've already shared a few of my favorite tips as well for this one pot meal. And yeah, so tell me if you're catching this live or watching the replay, and I cannot wait to get started and share this with you. Also, like and share this video. If you comment shared after sharing it to your personal profile, you will go into my monthly drawings for some giveaways, and I love sending some happy mail out there. So go ahead, give us a like and a share, comment shared, and you can go into my monthly giveaway drawings. I know that my followers really enjoyed the happy mail as well. So I'm going to get started now. So I have this on preheat. What's nice about this is you can set it to sear, so we can do some sauteing of vegetables and searing our meat ahead of time. And this is where I say it's like a one pot meal. You literally do not need an oven for this or a stove top. You can use this as your stove. It's great. So I'm going to add butter first, and I'm just going to add like a tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to kind of give that a stir in here. And I already had this preheating, and these are the settings that we can use, and I'll get to that when I'm ready to pressure cook it. And then, now that that's melted, I want to add my vegetables. So I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetables here. And this is a diced onion as well as a diced red pepper. And I'm going to let that just kind of sweat a little bit and get all the flavors kind of out with the heat, and let that kind of cook for just about 2 minutes or so. And then I will add my garlic. So you don't want to like really burn garlic or have it cook too long. It's really there for flavor. So as you're mixing your vegetables and things like that, you want to add your garlic right when you're ready to add other ingredients as well. Give it a stir, let it cook, you know, up to a minute, I would say, but don't burn your garlic, okay? Don't cook it too long. But I do have a couple of cloves of garlic here. So I've got one whole red pepper that I diced, and one smaller medium-ish onion that I diced as well, and then 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to add that just in a minute or so. Another tip I have for you, when you go to cook, having all of your ingredients prepped ahead of time makes the whole cooking process easier. You'll have less chance of burning things and things like that. And this is what we call mise en place. Have you ever heard of that? It's like a fancy term for having everything ready before you're ready to cook, okay? Everything in place, right? So I've got my meat all set up here, and I'm actually going to put 2 kinds of meat in this. I'm going to do some ground beef, and I'm also, this is sirloin. So I cut these up into about 3/4 of an inch to an inch cubes, salt and peppered them right here. And this is the steak, it's sirloin that I'm going to serve. Everybody really enjoys that. You hear that? That's a crazy kid right now. That's a crazy kid. I don't know what's going on in there, but that's okay. And that, so I've got my meat going on here. I'm going to give this another quick little stir. And these are to the point now where I'm going to add my garlic. And I've got my garlic press here. Oh my gosh, this was probably my very first Pampered Chef product with my chopper, and I use my garlic press all the time. I've had the same garlic press for a very super duper long time. I was a customer slash host for many years before I was a consultant. And some of these products that I earned for free, I've had super duper long time. And my garlic press is one of them. I think I got this in like 2005, 2006, something like that, when I had my first home and I had a Pampered Chef party, in-home Pampered Chef party. Oh, it was so much fun. Got so much free too. Like, I remember that party. I got like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff free. Super fun. Okay, so now I've got my garlic right in there. And another tip I'm going to share with you is salt and pepper each section of your cooking. So I've got my vegetables in there. I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper this each stage of your cooking. So we got that going. All right. The next step I have right here. If you check out my stories today, I shared with you, I absolutely love chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. This is perfect for chili. It adds just the right heat, I think. If you don't like just a little bit of spice, I wouldn't add these. However, I enjoy a little bit of heat, and it's not too spicy for the kids, but they're like, oh, I like that. So if I were to cook this just for my husband and I would do 2 chipotle peppers, but this is just one diced up here. And I took like a tablespoon of the sauce that it comes in. So this is what they look like. They just come in a small can. You can use these for lots of things. You can use it for marinades, chili, use it for whatever you'd like. And anything that you'd like a little heat or a kick to, that's what I would do. So I'm going to add my chipotle peppers right in there. Give that a quick stir. Alrighty. And like I said, I've already salt and peppered my meat here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my meat right into the pot. And I'm also going to add my ground beef here. I'm going to put that in the pot as well. Put that aside. And I'm going to clean up my space a little bit. I clean as I go. Makes the whole process a lot easier if you could just clean as you go. So I'm going to clean up my space a little. There we go. Got something for my hands. All right, now I'm going to give this a stir. And I'm also going to grab my mix and chop because I love that for ground beef. Grab that. Tell me in the comments below, do you own a mix and chop? Like, this is also an iconic item with Pampered Chef, and I absolutely love the mix and chop. So I'm going to go ahead, kind of chop up that meat, and then as it cooks down, I can give it a stir with my wooden spoon here. There, I broke up that meat. It's going to be so good. So it is a meaty chili. I like some meat in my chili, you could say. And, you know, this was kind of like an Instacart fail. So Walmart, when you're picking out meat for people, they gave me like medallions of sirloin like this big. And I'm like, that's not very big. So one thing with grocery pickups is you kind of have to rely on other people picking that out. And I like the experienced shoppers out there, the ones that are probably a mother or a grandma or somebody that is familiar with cooking for themselves because they normally pick out the best things. So, okay. There we go. Gonna get that. That's all gonna cook down now. And next step is we want to season this. So I season my meat and my veggies before I add any kind of liquidy thing to it. That's what I do, and I cook it a little bit with this. Now this is the chili meal mix. Absolutely delicious. I love the chili meal mix, and it is so good. I use it all the time when I make chili, and it's one of those things that I keep on hand as a consultant because I think it's great. It's gluten-free. So I'm going to pour this whole packet of chili in there. And you know what? If I wasn't blind and could see up close, I would tell you what's in it, but I cannot. I'm going to guess though. Chili powder, garlic, onion powder, probably some paprika, and some other things. I'm going to give this a good stir too. Oh my gosh. Smells so good. Between the adobe chilies and the seasoning mixed in there and the meat starting to cook down, it smells so good. Okay. Next step, we got to add in some of our liquids here and the rest of our sauce basics, I guess. All right, so Worcestershire, I'm going to add some Worcestershire, about 2 tablespoons. All right, this is something I measure with my heart, but you don't want too much because it could have like a vinegar flavor. So you don't want too much, but 2 tablespoons should be good. Yum. Okay. Get that all in there. I think that needs a little bit more. There we go. Oh yeah, now I can smell that. It smells good. Just to the point where I can smell the Worcestershire. I'm like, yeah, that's the right amount. My husband absolutely hates the way I measure, or lack thereof. He is very like, what's the word? He's like analytical mind, right? So he's like, you've got to have some sort of process to this. And I'm like, no, I just like feel this with my heart. So I had this set to sear for 15 minutes. It wasn't quite long enough, so I wanted to give it some more time. So I just reset that setting there. Hi, darling. And there, and I've got that going now. And the next step, so I add my Worcestershire. The next step I want to add is my beef broth here. Do about a cup. Like, that's another thing David would be like, it needs to be exactly a cup. No, it's about a cup. And then David and I, we literally like, kvetch at each other if we're cooking together, because I'm like, no, you're adding too much, or no, it's about a cup. If you measure a cup, it's probably too much, and then it's going to be soupy, and then I'm not going to like it because it has a little bit too much in it. And he like measures everything very meticulously. No, not me. Okay, so about a cup. There we go. That's it. Of the beef broth there. I am going to need a little bit more liquid, I see there, because you also, when you're pressure cooking, you've got to make sure that there's enough liquid in there for what you're pressure cooking, because that's the whole point of the pressure cooker. It needs the liquid to come to pressure so that it can cook the food that you have in there. All right. Next step, before I add my tomatoes and my sauce, I want to add my beans. So you could use whatever kind of beans you like. I prefer pintos and black beans, but there's people out there that don't like those, and maybe they want to do kidney beans or something like that. I'm not a kidney bean fan. They have like a chewy texture that I'm not a fan of, so I like pintos and black beans, and that's what I'm going to use in here. And Pampered Chef, if you're watching, this is one product that I really miss that I would love to sell again to people who need it. And this is the sink strainer. Like it's just wide enough. It can fit on your sink. You can pour things in there, strain it. It's like perfect. I love this thing. But it is discontinued, so I'm so glad I have it, and I'll have it forever because Pampered Chef stuff lasts forever. So there we go. Got my beans in there. Next step will be my sauce and my tomatoes. So I have my tomatoes going right into the pot. And I just use a can of fire roasted tomatoes. I like that little, however they fire roast them, I'm assuming it's some sort of charring process that they use. I like those little bits of char in there. And they're perfect for chili. And then I've got just a small can of tomato sauce, no flavor in there, okay? Like, it's not seasoned tomato sauce. And tell me what, do you guys have a smooth edge can opener? This is the best. The smooth edge can opener, it has like, it's very easy to use. So you put this part in between where your can is, just like so. You twist it till you can feel it connect there. And then you twist it like that. It opens on the inside of your can, not the top edge, and it doesn't make your edges all like rough, so you can use your scraper without wrecking your scraper. And then if we just turn this knob to the left, it unclicks it, so we can lift it off. And it has this little claw, which is the best part. And you can take your little claw and lift the lid up. Again, it cuts on the inside. There is no rough edge there. It's very smooth. Love this thing. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead, put my sauce in there, and just a small can of sauce, 1 cup of sauce. That's all you'll need. There we go. And give this a stir. That all stir it up in there. Okay, it smells like chili, it's looking like chili. Now we just need to cook it. And with a pressure cooker, the whole point is to be able to cook a meal quickly, okay? This is called a multi-quick cooker. You know, the pressure cooker part of it is so you can cook it quickly. But what's nice about this too is you can also use it as a slow cooker too. So I've got that all set and taken care of. Now I'm gonna pop the lid on. I'm gonna change my setting here. It sings to you when it's on correctly. So I'm gonna clear this out just by hitting the X. And I'm gonna go to, I'm on a custom setting. And I'm gonna pressure cook this for a half an hour. Okay, so it's got 30 minutes. And I just set that. And it says full pressure. You can adjust the pressure whether you want it full or not. So we got full pressure here, full pressure. You can set a delay if maybe you want it ready, but maybe you put it all together before you go to work. You can set like an 8-hour delay and then have it cook right before you get home if you wanted to do that. And then it also has a keep warm setting, so you could set that for maybe you cook it a half an hour before you leave and it's all set to go and you want it to keep warm all day. You can also set that for 8 hours if you want to. So whatever you want to do with that, you can do that. And then we just press it in, you hold it in for the settings. It beeps at you, it tells you it's ready and it's going to get started. And that is the way it works. And you just set it and forget it and it'll start cooking. Like I love. So if you have an Instapot or you have a pressure cooker, don't be scared. Get it out, use it, because they will change your cooking experience and you will absolutely love it. If you're a busy mom like me, anything that makes the experience easier and faster, that's what we want. So thank you for watching. Again, if you see, or if you like and share this post, like and share, comment, share, you'll go into my monthly drawings. And yes, and tell me if you enjoyed this or if you're gonna try this recipe, or maybe you're in the market for a multi-cooker, I can help you out. So hi, Diane. Yes, we do need the silver strainer back. It's amazing. And Pampered Chef, like, just listen, like, please, can we have it back, please? So have a great day, guys, and happy Thursday.